What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phones and Drones. So, 2 weeks after Apple dropped watchOS 11 Beta 3, we are back with the 4th installment here, and a lot of people were super excited for this one, thinking it might contain Apple Intelligence. Same with iOS 18 Beta 4, since it hasn't been present prior. There's been some coding on the back end that has been discovered saying that it was getting close and gives the ability to see it actually on your iPhone, but there's been nothing yet to be found on the watch. Are we going to get the new Siri animations? Little things like that is what we're going to look for here. If it's not present, obviously what we'll do is still take a look at the build number, see how close we are to an actual final beta build, or the actual golden master release, whatever you want to call it, or the release candidate version. Let's jump into it, take a look, and see if it's what we've been waiting for. Let's go. Okay, so watchOS 11 Beta 4 just finished installing here on our Apple Watch Ultra 2. Let's go ahead and scroll right down to the bottom and take a look at the settings. So jumping into settings, and then obviously general and about. This watchOS 11 Beta 4 build comes with a full build number of 22R5318H. So the H is somewhat significant simply in the fact that iOS 18 Beta 4 was a J build, signifying it has a lot of work to do. We've actually been going the wrong way in terms of what this means and how ready we are for actually the RC and public release to everyone else, not developers. So, having said all this, this build came in at 630 megabytes. Again, kind of jumping back into the settings here. Yeah, having that build of an H really does mean we are a long ways away from this being ready for the actual release for everyone else. A little bit disappointing here, not surprising nonetheless due to some of the other issues with iOS that we've been seeing, but I just wanted to let you know kind of what's going on there. Aside from that, let's actually jump into the action button to see if there's actually going to be anything else here. It does not seem to be the case currently. It seems kind of limited. Everything looks like it has recently. And then more importantly, let's take a look at Smart Stack. So this is one of the bigger additions here in watchOS 11. It is much more intelligent now. So when you go into it, when you swipe up, it is giving you more relevant information for what you might need. And currently, as you can see, these are the basic ones, the basic stacks you can say, that we have been seeing, so nothing unique has popped up yet. However, if you call an Uber, if you have DoorDash on the way, if you have severe weather in your area, this will actually all improve and show you relevant data as when you need it. If you have music playing, Shazam will show here. It is very, very nice, and in Beta 3, it worked very well also. So that was good to see. So let's just kind of jump around here, see how it loads. And it seems to be doing pretty well. Jumping around here for changing goals. It is definitely a little more fluid, I can tell you that, than what we kind of experienced earlier. But also, we had no issues with Beta 3 for the most part, aside from an initial restart for some reason or another. So take that for what you want, but it does seem to be somewhat improved there. Obviously, as you can see here, with those live activities, you can auto allow it to launch if you so choose, and everything is still good there. Gestures is another new one we like to take a look at ever since the last couple of releases back in watchOS 10. Still very limited. This is going to be dependent on actually what developers do and integrate, because again, you have just a couple options here for Smart Stack to advanced or select whatever's on the display, and double tap just to play or pause or skip music. So nothing crazy here, unfortunately. Let's actually jump into the feedback app and see if we actually have an update here, because we had not seen it earlier when we did our iOS update here. So let me sign right into here. Recent. And yeah, okay. So we have watchOS 10.6 here, iOS and iPadOS 17.6 RCs, which also got announced today, but nothing new here for iOS 18 or watchOS 11. Unsurprising, they've been kind of falling behind and this by the wayside. So yeah, there's that. Let's go ahead and go back to the watch itself, kind of jump around and see how everything loads. And I can tell you it is acting a little smoother than it has prior. Yeah, everything seems to be working pretty well here. So again, this looks more of a stability build, very similar to what Watch and iOS is going to be with Beta 4 currently. Not sold on it. Still nothing great or new with Apple Intelligence. We knew it wasn't in iOS 18 Beta 4 yet. Seems like everything is still limited here. When you say the hot word, I'm not going to do it. I'm sure it's not going to trigger any of those new animations or anything of that nature, unfortunately. So the new Siri and the new Apple AI looks to be withheld until at least Beta 5. Which brings us to our next point, to look at the calendar and see exactly when you can all expect this. So I believe we're still going to be on this 2-week cycle, so I would think this is it for July, and we should get the next build around the 5th or 6th of August. If you guys can believe that, it's already here, and that should be when we will get our next beta build. And even beyond that, maybe we'll be on a weekly cycle at that point through August on the 13th, just to really see how close we are to a regular release. Because as crazy as that is, after August is September, and that means the actual full release of the next gen Apple Watch and iPhone will be announced and available for sale. So they're going to have these demos finished up by then. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. I'm sorry there's nothing else interesting or great in this one, but thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.